Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kimberly Louise. If you're new, if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I am so glad you're here. I am finally doing my sit down review of Secrets Royal Beach in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. We went there for our 5-year anniversary and I'm gonna give y'all the good, the bad, and the ugly. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. All right, so we went there back in April for our 5-year anniversary, and we had never flown anywhere before, like flown out of the country before. We typically take cruises or we stay in the States. So this was kind of a big deal for us. We wanted to get out and actually see other parts of the world. So we decided on the Dominican Republic as kind of like a first journey into that world because it's not that far. It took us, I think if we would have, it would have only taken us 2 hours had we driven to Orlando, but it ended up being the same amount of time because it would take us 2 hours to get to Orlando and then another 2 hours to fly to the DR. So we just decided to fly from Jacksonville, still took 4 hours, and we didn't have to drive. So it worked out. So upon arrival, the trip for us was very long, but we're talking about Secrets Royal Beach. If you want to see how long the trip was, what the trip was like as far as like our thoughts and feelings on everything, go ahead and watch our vlog. I'll have it linked up here. So yeah, but yeah, so starting off at getting to the airport, I'm gonna start at the airport because this part matters. So we get to the airport, we are looking for our airport transfer. We used a company called Amstar. Well, the documentation that I read before getting there said that the people who work for Amstar would be in blue shirts. So when we get there, we see people in, well, first we see these ladies dressed really nice, but I was so tired, I wasn't picking up on stuff. They was trying to sell us something, but I'm about to get into that part. So we get to, we go over to the blue shirts that we see and we're like, okay, let's look let's see what they're talking about. And the guy was like, oh, you know, do you want to get a discount on a massage? And he's like kind of double talking. You know how people double talk you and they're talking. Keep in mind, we're hungry, we're exhausted because we literally traveled from, basically we're up since from 2 a.m. We got there at 12 noon. So that's 10 hours travel, sitting in airports, you know, all of that. So I'm tired, and normally I'm sharper than that, y'all. I'm sharper than that. I wasn't sharp this time. He got us. So he was like, yeah, you know, you just have to come to breakfast, and you get your $200 off of your massage. So at the time I was like, yeah, that sounds fine, whatever. So we leave and we finally find the Amstar people and they take us to our resort. The Amstar people, very good. I would highly recommend them if you are going to the DR, because they're very good. Like, they want to help carry your luggage. Like, you don't do anything. Literally, they take care of everything. So we get there, we get to the hotel or the resort, and it's really nice. Like, I'm gonna show y'all, I'm gonna be putting pictures in here as I'm talking, but it's a really nice resort. We get there, we go to check in, but our room wasn't ready. We were really early. Our room wasn't supposed to be ready until 3, but I think they got it ready at like 2:45 or something like that, I think. I'm not exactly sure of the timing of everything, but yeah. So we got there, they gave us champagne. Well, you guys know we don't drink. If you don't know, we don't drink. So we were like, oh no, we don't drink alcohol. It's okay. So they went and got us some virgin drinks. I don't know what kind they were. I'll insert a picture of them, but they were so good. So that was like really nice. So we're starting off all right because we were tired. I was hungry. I was like, oh, I need something. So that kind of gave me a little bit of boost. And so we checked in and everything. They were like, we'll let you know when your room is ready, but you guys can go walk around the resort. You guys can see what you want to see. So we decided to go to the buffet and eat. Now, the buffet was beautiful. I'll insert a picture of what the buffet looked like. We basically lived there. Essentially, it was between there and room service most of the time. So, excuse me. We went to there, we ate. I'll show you my first meal. It was pretty good. The resort has the buffet has so many options. So you can choose if you want like salad, you can go to the salad bar. If you They had sushi some days. They had steak some days. They had like a burger, like all American burger, you know, burgers, cheese, fries. I think you could get that like every day, I believe. They had pizza. They had like fresh sliced meats and just so many different options of food. So much fresh fruit, a full thing of desserts. You could get a different kind of ice cream every day. They had soups every day. They had every bread that you could think of in there that you, if you wanted bread, you could have bread. So the selection choices, the choices were great. They, like, you could pick whatever you wanted to eat. So that was actually really good because we didn't know how much we would like the buffet, because sometimes buffets aren't that good, if I'm being honest. Like, we typically do all-inclusive type of places, and sometimes the resorts, it don't be good. But this was actually pretty good. If you want to see, if you want to hear about how the food affected us, go watch our blog, girl. You'll get all the tea over there. This is just me giving my review. So overall, the food was good. So we got there, we went, we ate, and then we finally were able to check into our room. Checked into our room. The first thing I noticed, actually when I touched down into the DR, was that it was extremely humid. I've never experienced humidity like this before. And so we get into the hotel room, it's humid. Like, and so we're thinking, oh, just turn down the AC. Not realizing, well, if it gets cold, it's gonna feel even worse. Girl, we was not with it, okay? But it's very humid there, so come prepared for that. I would not suggest wearing a straight hairstyle of any kind, because if you're natural, I would not suggest that. But that's up to you. You know, you do you. Braids was the way to go for me because it was too hot. So we get there, the hotel's really nice. I'll show you guys. We got a room that had a pool outside of it. So we had a private pool. It was semi-private. It wasn't fully private because you could literally see the next pool next to you, but it was what it was. It was nice to be able to still get into a pool. So the room was really cool. It came stocked. So it came stocked with sodas and water and juices and all the things that you could think of. It had an espresso machine in there, so you could make your coffee and all that stuff. So that was really nice. And then what else? So this is like kind of all like the beginning stuff. All good. Everything's fine. We're good. And this is not in relationship to the resort. This is the people that were next to us. If you want to hear about all of that drama, like I said, go watch the vlog. But when it came to the resort itself, this is supposed to be an all-inclusive resort. So I'm about to get into some of the not so fun parts for a second. So just because this is something that I didn't know. So for me, when I go on vacation, I like to relax. My husband and I, we like to chill. We don't need you trying to sell us on something. We just paid for this, so we're trying to enjoy the thing that we just paid for when we come to the resort. So if you like that, keep listening, girl. So we went to, we were like, oh, let's go to the beach. Well, how they have it set up is that if you don't have the unlimited vacation club package or whatever it is that they were trying to sell us the whole time, you can't really, there's nowhere to really sit on the beach. Like, all the seats were reserved for those people. So for me, if something is all inclusive, then that means that everything needs to be included. If I would have known that we weren't going to be able to just sit on the beach, I would have picked a different resort. So I know for next time, I would not go back there. I would choose a resort that I know does not upsell you and make you feel like if you don't get this, you won't get the full experience, because that's the whole point of an all-inclusive resort. Like, I know on a cruise, you know, it's all-inclusive and you can choose to go to the restaurants, get the restaurant package or not. So I do understand that there are some differences and there are some places that you can't go, but most places on a cruise, you're welcome to. This was not that. And so that kind of really irritated me, because I felt like they tried to make you feel less than if you didn't have that. I'm just being honest. So at least that's how we felt, because we was like, we're not upgrading anything. Like, don't try to sell us on no vacation timeshare, because You know what I'm saying? Like, if we want to go on vacation, we'll just book the trip. Like, it's not, we don't need a vacation timeshare to go on vacation. So if you do go to Secrets Royal Beach and you stay there, just know they're going to try to upsell you. Okay. So what they said was, with my package that we booked, we were supposed to get like a $200 credit. Well, when they show you that you're getting a $200 credit, just know it's not a $200 credit for anything you want. They split it up. So they broke it up like, okay, well, you can get $20 or $30 or something for the casino. You can get this for the spa. You can get this for this. But we don't gamble. We don't drink. So all of the stuff that they were saying we could get, we couldn't use it. So I was like, since we don't drink, is there a way that we can just use the credit for what we want? And they were like, no. So just because something says it's a credit, you need to know that, girl, you can't use it on whatever you want. So that was new to me. I did not like that part of it. But again, one thing about me and my husband, we really try to make the best out of our situations. It's not very often that we get like vacations like that. We save up. Okay, we're those people. We save up, we budget for this type of thing. And so it was something that was like, oh man, like I wish we would have been able to do all the things we want to do, but we know for next time, and it was a learning lesson. So that was just kind of all day 1 and 2. We went to dinner a few nights. I'll just insert like some of the food. So like, we didn't try all the restaurants. I think the only restaurant we didn't try was they had a French restaurant, but we tried the Mexican restaurant, which was really good. We got virgin mojitos, and I don't remember what I got, but I'll show you a picture of what the food was like on the screen. And then I think the other restaurant we went to was the Asian restaurant. Now that was really good. You guys might not know this, but I love sushi. Cooked sushi. I've tried raw sushi before. Maybe I need to find the right thing, but yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of raw sushi, but sushi, cooked sushi, I'm here for. So we had sushi. We had, I think I got ramen. No, I got soup first, and then I had sushi, and then their hibachi. But we didn't sit at the hibachi table. We just got it just cooked. It was so good, so seasoned. I think I got steak, chicken, and shrimp. Very, very good. Like, highly recommend that restaurant. I'll show y'all. I don't know if I took a picture of that food or not, but again, whatever I did take a picture of, y'all gonna see. I know I took a picture. I took a video of the restaurant, so that was really good. And then, like I said, Mexican was, I would give it like a 6 out of 10, but the Asian restaurant was a 10 out of 10. And then we went to like an all-American bar called the Blue Water Grill. I believe that's what it was called. And I thought that since it was called Blue Water Grill, that it was going to be like more seafood based. Girl, no. Tell me why the crab cake it was a fried crab cake. So I'm like, oh, like that should be good. I cut into it and the inside is pink. And so that tells me that this is not fresh crab. I did not like that. I did not like that. So that wasn't good. But the steak, they got the market on some steak over there. I don't know what they do to their steak, but that steak was good. So yeah, food, I would rate overall at the resort. I would give it an 8 out of 10. I'll give it an 8 out of 10 because the food was good. It just didn't agree with us. So food was good. The hotel was good. They did what they could do. They couldn't control the neighbors next to us that were loud. So yeah, the food was good. Hotel was good. And the beach, the ugly part about this place was, like I said, the upselling. They upsell you. So if you're not ready for that, if you're not ready to say no 24,000 times a day, then this might not be the resort for you. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me see what else I wrote down. Yeah, oh, also we got room service like several days. And one room service was free. Well, it's all free, but one room service was like more of a romantic. So they bought us champagne again, even though we had told them, hey, we don't drink. I was hoping that they would make note of that, since this was not an inexpensive place. The total cost for this trip with flights included was about $4,000. But for us, we budget this. So it was a big deal. But this was probably the most expensive trip that we've ever been on. And so so yeah, but room service was pretty good. They would bring out like bread. I'll show a picture, a video of it, but like you have a thing of bread and then you have your eggs or your bacon, your sausage. I think, oh, fruit, because I always wanted fruit every day. And coffee, of course, and tea. So yeah, that was really good. How would I rate the customer service? So when we got there, the customer service was fantastic as far as like when we actually were getting checked in. Like, he was really nice. He took a picture of us, like very, very nice. The room stewards, fantastic. The room was always clean when we came back. The people who like would carry the luggage, very, very nice. Again, everybody want to be tipped. So very, very nice people. I will rate them 10 out of 10 for them. Now the salespeople, because they had the people who were trying to sell excursions. I understand there are people who want to do excursions and all of that. This wasn't that trip for us. We weren't interested. we literally needed to relax. So for us, it was like, hey, I don't need no excursion. I'm good. And I think the part that I don't care for is the fact that if I tell you that we don't drink, I just really feel like making a note of that for this guest, like, hey, they don't drink. Maybe we offer them something else and not maybe look at them crazy when they say, oh, y'all drink? What y'all gonna do? It's like, y'all not have people that just don't drink? Like, is that not a thing? Like, anyway, that's neither here nor there. What other parts? The beach is, the Royal Beach, beautiful. The most beautiful beach, clear water, y'all, so beautiful. Like, if we could have sat out there, I probably would have sat out there all day. It was gorgeous. Okay, so you want to go see the beach, definitely go see the beach. It was nice just being out there, put my feet in the water and just looking at all God made, y'all. So that was nice. Would I recommend this resort? Yes and no. I would recommend it if you don't mind being upsold. Like, if you're fine with that, you don't have no problem saying no a lot, it's for you. No, if you just want to chill and you don't want to be bothered, I would not recommend this resort. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend this resort. They have others that don't do that in the DR, so I would go back to the DR. I will say that, but I wouldn't go back to Secrets Royal Beach. But it was beautiful. It was this 5-star resort, so this place is, I mean, it's immaculate. It's gorgeous. Yeah, I don't have anything else to really say about it. The food, like I said, 8 out of 10. Buffet, 10 out of 10, because you could pick whatever you want at the buffet, and I like that. Yeah, you have to tip a lot. You should tip a lot, rather. I encourage you to tip. I'm a tipper. I like to tip people. If they've done a service for me, I do. But they make sure they're doing a service for you, so they make sure they're gonna get a tip. So yeah, I definitely enjoy tipping. Yeah, I would say, you know, if you want to get away, you want to experience something new and different, you know, go ahead and go, girl. Just don't let them get you, because people be getting got on them little vacation packages, okay? But yeah, so I hope this video helped you if you're deciding on what vacation you want to take. I gave you the price point. I gave you what I thought about everything. I showed you some pictures of the food and stuff. So let me know where you guys are going for vacation, or where you went for vacation before, and name some resorts that you like that maybe don't upsell, or places you like to go. I want to know. Let's chat in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please consider liking the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Remember that God is God and we are not, so we're gonna trust him and we're gonna let him do his thing. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.